What if the reason you're still stuck isn't because you're lazy, but because almost everything you've been told about progress is backwards? Most people don't stay stuck because they're lazy. They stay stuck because they're doing everything they believe they're supposed to do. They read books, listen to podcasts, buy courses, and stay busy all day, yet somehow their life still feels exactly the same. The question isn't why you're not trying, it's why all that effort isn't moving you forward. The first reason is simple: you're confusing movement with progress. Planning your goals, organizing your workspace, or watching another productivity video, it all feels productive. But your brain rewards preparation almost the same way it rewards action, so you stay busy without creating real results. At the end of the day, you're exhausted, but nothing meaningful has actually moved forward. And here's the irony: the harder you try to force progress, the easier it becomes to miss what's actually keeping you stuck. The second reason is something most people never notice. Your brain is overloaded with stimulation. From the moment you wake up, you're checking your phone, switching between apps, and filling every quiet moment with entertainment. Every notification trains your brain to expect something new. Over time, ordinary work starts feeling painfully slow, not because you've become lazy, but because your attention has been conditioned for constant rewards. That's why you can spend hours online, but struggle to focus on what truly matters. Then comes the biggest trap. You're waiting to feel ready. You tell yourself you'll start when you're more confident, more motivated, or less afraid. But confidence isn't something you discover before taking action. It's something your brain builds through repeated action. Waiting for certainty only guarantees that nothing changes. Here's another mistake that quietly keeps people stuck. You're looking for visible progress. You expect your life to change before your habits do. But psychology works the opposite way. First, your identity changes, then your habits improve, and only after that do the results become visible. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first, every movement feels awkward. Then, one day, it becomes automatic. Most people quit during this invisible phase because they assume nothing is happening. And finally, you're measuring yourself against everyone else. Social media shows you someone else's highlights while you're comparing them to your ordinary Tuesday. That comparison creates frustration and makes your own growth feel smaller than it really is. So stop asking, "Why am I still stuck?" Instead, ask, "What action can I repeat today?" Even if nobody notices. Read one page, write one paragraph, go for one walk, build one habit your future self will thank you for. Small actions may feel insignificant today, but repeated long enough, they completely transform who you become. Because feeling stuck doesn't always mean you're failing. Sometimes it simply means you're expecting the outside to change before you've changed the inside. Real transformation is quiet. It happens in the decisions nobody applauds, the habits nobody notices, and the ordinary days that don't feel important. The people who eventually change their lives aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who keep showing up long after the progress becomes invisible. Because the biggest changes in life are almost always invisible, until one day, everyone else can see them too.